Okay, Rich.
What is this Jets news that we have been hyping? I guess.
Breaking news.
14 minutes ago, Brian Costello covers the Jets for the New York Post and WFAN in New York. Said Joe Douglas said he is going to take calls if teams inquire about trading for Sam Darnold.
Okay.
A departure from the October 2019 stance when he said Darnold was untouchable.
Yeah, of course he's untouchable.
Douglas said, don't have a hard timeline on Darnold decision.
No, there's not.
Seen ghosts.
Here's the deal, and that's what I feel. I feel for Sam Darnold once again. I mean, it's just it is something that isn't entirely of his own making, and it is something that he does not deserve, and it is something that will question him, and it's either going to be one of the greatest New York sports stories ever, that he survives the end of the Bowles administration, the entirety of the Gase administration. He survives his owner coming and going to make America great again in London. He survives the change at general managership. And he survives an entire year of a fan base hoping that his team never wins a game because they want Trevor Lawrence instead. And he survives Deshaun Watson being the apple of everybody's eye. And he survives all of that. And he takes the Jets to a championship for Robert Saleh. What are the odds of that happening? It sounds like you're landing on the moon. But they did land on the moon eventually, right? So, I guess we either hop in this lem and land it or we don't. I don't believe that Sam Darnold is going to take another snap for the Jets. I think that this is what he's wise to say that. Let's put it that way. If you love Zach Wilson, or you're hearing Trey Lance zooming up boards as well, you love one of those guys, well, Jets could take one of them. They trade Sam Darnold, they're going to have to get a quarterback two overall, that's for sure, or use 2 overall to go get Deshaun Watson. So it would make no sense if the stance of 2019 still stood today from Joe Douglas, which is like, yeah, he's untouchable. We're not trading him. Of course they're not going to say that. Somebody wants Sam Darnold, see ya. And then it'll be a choice between a quarterback 2nd overall, or let's see what the Houston Texans eventually do for Deshaun Watson. This is a hell of a hand that Joe Douglas has. A hell of a hand. 2 first-round selections this year, 2 first-round selections next year, and a quarterback who's 23 years old who you can rehabilitate in the image of your fan base or on the field. If you believe in your new coaching staff, that's absolutely an option, and it would be one of the greatest New York sports stories ever. Ever.
We talking playoffs?
Well, certainly if you can also trade Sam Darnold and get more draft choices and get more playoff caliber rookies in for the new rookie, or you bring Deshaun Watson in and you still have some draft choices to use. You're not going to sell off every draft choice you have for Deshaun, not when you can offer multiple firsts or maybe this kid too. So many different options for Joe Douglas. Keep them all open. So when you asked me yesterday, TJ, am I nervous or excited? I get very nervous because I'm a Jet fan. I have the emotional scars of a lunatic. and yeah, I get nervous. But when I hear the general manager say the right thing, like I would get nervous. Like, what is he saying that Sam Darnold's untradeable? What is he saying that for? Why would he stick with his stance? Of course, Darnold's, you should knock on his door for Sam. No doubt about it. Because him saying this means, are they going to take the quarterback that I really want? Maybe I got to go up to number 2 and give Joe Douglas the Godfather offer. I would keep Darnold around up until the draft. Absolutely, I'd keep him right there. But if you do go at the rookie quarterback, you better flip Sam before the draft. At some point, you got to know when you play your cards, and that's my point about the Texans. I think they're holding on to a losing hand longer than they need to right now. Right now, I'd push all in, to use the
Kenny Rogers used to say it.
Jim Fossil phrase.
You
got to know when to hold him.
Yep.
Know when to fold him. He also said islands in the stream. I don't know if that's something that's germane to this either.
That is what you want.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.